Hey yo, what's up family? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Team Money Trading Capital. Another video, guys. Another video. I know, I'm sorry guys, but here to help, right? So let's go. NASDAQ 9K profit with the community bootcamp. We had a great start of the month. Last week we held buys of Euro USD. The price shot. So we win 5% to win. I posted it on my story on YouTube, Instagram. And then we had a sell around 3:30 towards that end with sell limits. All right, so let's see how we got about this beautiful trade. We closed right about here when price gave me 9K profit plus minus. So let's get into the trade. The money is not important, right? So let's go back to what we were looking for previously. You know how I do it. Simplicity at its base. By simplifying it, bodies and wicks are my favorite thing. This is the most simplest strategy ever, but you need to understand that this is not the only thing that I use to look for entries and all that, right? I use a number of things to get an entry and to understand what I'm looking for. Basically technical analysis 20%, but it helps in some way, right? So anyways, just pure price action. Let's go to it. So I basically start to draw my box on the previous daily candle, and then I just scroll it to the left side. This just gives me some certain like confluence, you know. It helps me understand in which phase price is. You can do the same roundabout here. All right, so we can see price now clearly just rallied down. So it rallied down until around this area right there. But the one thing that we need to understand is that price never came to retest. It never exhausted. So you can see price then came back to exhaust around this area. As you can see, two daily candles that are rejecting that area, right? So the first one was this one on Friday, and then this is the on Thursday, this is the Friday one that now rejected and failed. You can see that now it's clear that we are in now a change of direction. Remember, we are day traders. I'm a day trader in and out. I don't hold NASDAQ overnight or all those things. No, never. I know what I do. I told you guys I trade these things on towards the end of the month or the beginning of the month. That's all, right? During that, I'm not part of it. So now let's look what happened. So we found out that now price now created that low, right? A higher low. So then try to create a higher high, which failed around about here at the top. If you want to see what I'm talking about, it failed, right? And look where it closed, just below my box, right? This candle has closed below my box, and this one that I used to analyze closed at similar place or the same place. All right, so the next thing I did was not to make it complicated, just kept on going, right? Remember guys, you need more than just the strategy to get to the level of consistency. All right, this is just 20% of it, but I hope it helps you if you're struggling with technical analysis, because I know people struggle with this, but you can't be searching for this if you want this long term. Okay, all right, so let's get to the 4-hour time frame where I started to focus. So that wasn't my main focus during this whole thing, but I will post the results here if you guys want to see that I did take the similar trade. So I didn't refine it to the highest, boom boom. All right, somewhere around there, and then I then refined it down there, right? I'm not even using fancy words, but you can see my shit works. I hope you understand that I don't need to complicate. My life is very peaceful, especially when I know what I'm doing, right? So let's just delete the few buttons that were present, which are these ones while I was analyzing, all right? It was these ones. So those ones were not there yet. So we then found the minor zone, looking at the top box, and now seeing the lowest candlestick covering the bottom wick. Basically what it did on the daily time frame, covering the top wick and the bottom wick. And look, 3 steps and I'm done analyzing almost. So now the next thing I'm going to do is go to the 1-hour time frame, boom. All right, so the focus for me now is not entirely up here, right? It's now basically just down here, right? So now let's refine the zone for the last time, boom. Okay, this one is sorted. And now we're just gonna refine this one to around this area here. Simple, straightforward, right? So one thing that you guys will need to understand is wicks and bodies. Remember the story, man. I keep it so simple for you guys. You guys, like, what else do you want to say? The chart shows you wicks and bodies. That's all you need to know. Wicks and bodies, right? That's the simplicity about it. What do wicks do for you? You don't understand that. Like, why you want to complicate it? What do wicks do for you? All right, wicks is where your support and resistance is found, right? And what is a body? A body, when it goes through a zone, right? You draw your zones where? On the wicks, for a reason. Even if you use a trend line, it's on the wicks, right? Depending on what type of trader you are. I'm just saying with my experience, right? And then if a candle body breaks that zone, what does that do for you? It means it's a break of that zone, right? A break of that zone, break of structure, whatever you want to call it, right? So what will happen when you're covering a top wick and the price breaks above and then comes back? It's going to create the opposite wick. So here you're covering top wicks, price breaks above, comes back to reject that zone, and you want to sell it or buy it, either way. So let's get to the video. So I then realized something, all right? I then saw bottom wicks around about there, all right? Remember, price failed to push to the upside, and now we have this rally straight down, 2 black candlesticks going down. What is my entry confirmation? Bearish engulfs. Is this a bearish engulf? Yes. Initially, I would have entered here. If I was earlier, an hour earlier in the market and price was pushing to the upside, I would have entered here, yes. So how many types of, like this one is the first one, which is called like the immediate break and retest, but price will initially come back to the zone again, right? So price can come to the zone. That's why you find on your zones, there's so many wicks, because price can come as much as it wants in that area. So now looking at this, basically, all we did was wait for a retracement, right? A retracement. Same area where my entry would have been if I was an hour earlier. Stop loss just around about here. Price will come how many times? As much as it wants to that area. But you know when price is trending to the downside. When price is trending to the downside, for it to exhaust, now look at the time frame, it is the 1 hour time frame. For it to exhaust, it needs to show me white candlesticks, because I use white candlesticks, as you can see, white and black candlesticks. So now I only have 2 candlesticks, so I'm waiting for exhaustion, right? I'm just waiting for exhaustion phase. That's why I entered after my confirmation has happened, which is what? A bearish engulf. I would have waited for 50% retracement at that white line, the way I put it, because white is bottom wicks. And now look what happened. Price came and created a top wick. So how many times can price come around that area? Let's just focus on this line right here. How many times has price came around that area? 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Even if you go like to the 80s, look how many times it came back to that same spot. So now let's look at what happened. Stop loss just above there. It was a 1 to 2 trade, and this is what happened. And we stood for like a few hours. Boom. And then we were good. I'll post a screenshot here to show you that we take the same trade. God bless. I love you guys. Simplicity at its best. Stop making it complicated. It's just wicks and bodies. But there needs to be more confluences to it, right? Technical analysis is not going to get you anywhere. I promise you. You can copy all this and do it every day, but there's more to it than this. All right. Have a blessed day. I hope you guys are successful and healthy. Good night, guys. Hey, what's up, you people? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Team Money Trading Capital. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. All right. Hey, what's up, people? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Team Money Trading Capital. Right. I hope you can see with the pink today. We're coming in numbers today. All right. We're coming in numbers today. Probably not the best one that I want. Hey, what's up, you people? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Team Money Trading Capital, right?